Before we get into today's chilling tale, I have a quick favour to ask. If you enjoy our videos and haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button below. It's a simple click, but it means the world to us. And if you want to be the first to know when a new story drops, don't forget to tap the bell icon too.
The clock struck midnight as I drove down the desolate highway, my headlights cutting through the thick fog that had rolled in unexpectedly. I had decided to take the long way home, a route I only ever drove in daylight. My curiosity got the better of me when I spotted an old, decrepit bookstore by the roadside. It was an odd sight, a vintage building that seemed out of place in this forgotten stretch of highway. The flickering sign read, "The Scariest Books of All Time." As I walked inside, the musty smell of old paper and leather hit me. The shopkeeper, an old man with hollow eyes, greeted me with a crooked smile. His gaze was unsettling, almost as if he knew something I didn't. Among the cluttered shelves, one book caught my eye. It was bound in black leather with no title or author's name. It looked out of place among the other tomes. I hesitated, but decided to buy it, intrigued by its mystery. Back in my car, I opened the book. The pages were filled with cryptic handwritten notes and eerie illustrations. I read a passage aloud, not realizing the words were not merely text, but a dark invocation. As I read, the temperature in the car plummeted. I could see my breath fogging up the windows. Shadows seemed to move on their own, and an unsettling chill filled the air. The road ahead became obscured in darkness, as if the night itself was closing in. I suddenly heard a low, guttural growl from behind me. When I turned, the back seat was empty. The book had fallen, open to a page depicting a grotesque, monstrous figure. My heart raced as I felt an invisible presence growing stronger. Panicked, I tried to speed up, but the car seemed to move slower and slower. The fog became impenetrable. The growling sound grew louder, more feral. I slammed on the brakes, and as I looked in the rearview mirror, I saw the monstrous figure from the book glaring back at me. I pulled over and mustered the courage to look back. The figure was gone, but the book was now closed, with a new title on its cover, The Reader's Final Chapter. Realization struck me. This book didn't just contain stories. It was a guide to my own demise. I drove away, but the sense of dread never left me. Every time I glanced in the rearview mirror, I half expected to see that monstrous face again. I knew I would never be the same. The book was no longer in the car, but its terror had taken root in my mind.